He is the president of Differently Abled People Association, DAPA for short. Through the project Many Minds Link, he has shown how people with disabilities can learn new skills and also work with the most current technology, mobile apps. I feel really privileged to know him and to work for his organisation. I request Mr. Vincent Yu to say a few words about the project, which is one of its kind in Australia. I invite Mr. Vincent Yu up on the stage.
Dear distinguished guests, councillors, committee members, parents and friends, and today is the International Day celebration of International Day for People with Disability. The International Day for People with Disability is set up by the United Nations. It's a sanctioned day that aims to promote an understanding of people with disability. And we want to respect them. We want to sympathize their inability somewhere, to include them in everything we do day to day, to have fun with them together. It is very easy to say that in words, but when you actually put in the actions, it's a different story. It could be that unintentionally you don't know that you are harming them. So it's an important day that we recognize that they have some problems. We have to include them whenever we can, wherever we can. We often find barriers. We call it barriers, we think that they're different. But in their actions, you've got to think whether it is natural for them, not for you, but they behave that way. So we have to break those barriers. And you think the barriers can be even to the closest people. Often there are barriers there like, I don't think he can do it. I don't think he should go there. I don't think he should play with other people. Well, those are barriers even set up by either authorities, carers, and parents even. Now, we don't know my son, Bowman, can paint very well. We didn't know. We know that he's got words problem to express himself, and he couldn't speak a word when he was 6. And until one day in Sunnyfield, that they offered him a wall of canvas as large as the wall. And he did draw or painted a 4-wheel drive. I think it's, I don't know whether it's proud or not, but that's from his memory that he can paint the whole big 4-wheel drive, and everybody loved it. Took it by surprise. From there onwards, we explored him, and since then he had a few exhibitions. And he even made 2 cartoons, which was shown in the College of Arts in Sydney University. So those barriers we set up, it is there because we haven't explored them. We should let them try. Now, of course there will be problems, but with patience, hopefully, with all other people around you to help, that we can break this barrier. Now that is the purpose what differently able people are set up. And with that inclusion in mind, we also deliver something that when they work on, they found achievement. They found maybe that's the things I like to do. And to do that, it spent me 3 years to come up with the latest technology that put the programs onto the mobile phone. I can see that most people who actually have no even language problems they have, they still carry their smartphones. And they play games maybe, but they find these things that we were surprised to find that they can do it. So that was the purpose that I spent 3 years to create something, to make them to work, to collect things that they're interested in. To do that, I will make it is a lot easier for them to work, to get information into the app. We call it a smartphone app. And everybody else can find it, that, anything that will be interesting to them as well. So, one of the most important features that is very interesting about all the councils, we actually have a council calling for tenders, not tenders, for grants, to make it easy for visitors to be able to locate the closest public accessible toilet. Guess what? Our voice has collected 16,000 public accessible toilets in Australia. Everywhere you can find public accessible toilets, it's in our app. And for that reason, that all the departments, some of the local councils, some of the people who are creating it has been made inquiry of how we did it. It's hard work, but for them, it's work of fun. That makes our work should be. It's a workplace for fun as well. Now the next task, we had a very big task ahead for them. What my boy is currently actually doing is collecting all the mail collection stands on the street. And there could be over 20,000 of those all around Australia. But I see that to help our people, especially with walking difficulties, they always want to find something closest. And through our application, they find anything they want is closest distance. And it shows the roadmap, how they can get to where they want to go to. And if you're blind, you run the fingers across, it tells you all the instructions or directions. Tell you which street, go straight, turn left, turn right. And so for the blind vision impaired, can use our app as well. And one thing that what we really are pushing is that every council should be a service provider for all the people. Like telling our people where the community centers are and what special programs in the community centers are doing today and what are the festivities which is approaching in certain time that they might be able to visit, and all the attractions in the council, all the parks. This needs a lot of work from just people from us. So what we set up in DAPA is not just a workplace for them, it is a community workplace that each local council can set up. And it is so easy to do with the data entry that even our people, that's how easy it is. we can get our kids to go along the street, take a photo. The next minute you can upload it to us. That's what I think. And words is important, but to a lot of us, it means nothing. It's picture. Everything in our life is picture. That's what we want. And I hope every council, including council, that's right, they should use our app, become a service provider. A service provider in our app costs only $100 a year to subscribe, and they can put it in all the events, all the places of interest, and including the public access. So I think what we loaded by our people contain a lot of mistakes. And so if one of the service providers people, they register themselves, they can easily do it in their offices. But hopefully we'll correct all the mistakes we done. But more so, we want to get our people to walk every street, find a lot of things of interest like corner shops. I mean, for too long, we only concentrated when we picked up Woolworths, Coles, and we forgot of the corner shops, convenience stores. And all these things can save people to walk further away or drive, and our people can do it. So it is a very ambitious task that I'm making into. And so far, I think we established our office quite interestingly. I don't say it's successful yet, and it's working. Our workplace model is just over a year now. We currently have 8 people working there, and some volunteers helping us, as well as we hired some full-time staff, support staff, who helping in many things that some people of us need. But the work model is they cannot concentrate for a long time. But what we do is they work for 1 hour, they stop, and we do some living skill training. We do some cooking. We do some baking. We do some cleaning, washing dishes, and we do some painting, and we do some crafts, which are easy for them in many ways, but it's also which is challenging for some others. So we don't say it like a classroom. Everyone is individual. And we do music. Cecilia is giving us a hand in a very professional manner and handles them. I think I can't even say that anybody can do better. But later on, we will see them perform. And we do a lot of sports. We encourage people doing sports. We actually, in Monday to 2 hours, we take them for swim. Now, it is, you think, it's more than workplace. Yes, it is more than workplace. But don't forget, the work is more important. We'll be surprised when they sit down back to work, they work really well because they enjoy it. They achieve something. They want to see something being loaded. I think Bhutan is such fun. And Uma, of course, doing a lot of effort, putting a lot of effort into it, and we should appreciate it. At the moment, just for example, how much we pay. We don't pay so much because we can't afford it. But what we pay, for instance, Bowman, or people like Bowman, Sam, and Bhutan's voluntary, but is $13.60 an hour. Now which we have to treat them with respect. Their work is just like everybody else's work. But what we saved here is their time in the day, and half of them 3 hours or 4 hours are working out. And the other hours they do training, which they pay for. If they get wages, we deduct $30 a day from that. And therefore, our budget can run a bit longer. And I think we haven't got any funding from government at all. But I think they start talking to us, which makes a difference. And we would like all the councils to come in, join us. And if they want to do some data entry, I will spend all the time to show them how they've done it. And hopefully, they will have some people like Coleman doing the same thing what we do. And I think if everybody starts doing this, that it is an environment that we really are definitely able to be. They are not disabled. We never say they're disabled. They can do something. And they include people, we say, in the community participation. We got 3 of them. And yes, took us a lot of training, a lot of work, but they produce something. Every day, when we see them can do something, we never think they can. But it's happening. We really happy for him, her, and for us. That's what I want to say today.